Glacier Bears taking on your hometown Petersburg Vikings. Want to make sure we welcome in our friends up at KHNS who are listening in up in Haines as well. Glad to be bringing you lots of basketball this week, and everybody there in Petersburg and Haines has lots of reasons to be proud as these kids on both the boys and girls side have represented your community very well and played their hearts out. And to get here, it was the Lady Vikings falling to the Metlakatla Mischiefs on Wednesday, 34-23. And then Haines beating Craig in their opening round, 48-42 in overtime. That was a seesaw battle back and forth, but then Wrangell besting the Lady Glacier Bears yesterday, 42-25.
For the Haines,
Petersburg then ended up playing Craig in the losers bracket and beat the Panthers 42-30 yesterday. And that kind of set up this showdown here today against the Glacier Bears and the Lady Vikings. As Tom mentioned, the winner will play the loser of the Wrangell Metlakatla championship game today. And then the winner of that game will punch their ticket to the state tournament.
Junior. And once again, welcome to the Clark Cockrum.
They announced starters for both teams.
For some Region 5 championship basketball. One thing to remember here, we got Region 5 promotes fair play and good sportsmanship among athletes, coaches, and fans. Since booing and jeering do not support anyone, we encourage you to give positive support to your favorite team and support the ideals of good sportsmanship by applauding fair play.
As we get ready to roll here, kind of just dusting the cobwebs off after a long couple days, but we're looking forward to another good day. We got 8 games on tap here today.
Or rebroadcast or republication of this event.
Starting as we get ready to.
Thank you for your cooperation, and please enjoy the games.
We'll have the national anthem here.
Petersburg, we got Dino Brock and Matt Powick, and coaches for the Haines. We got Coleman, Stanford, and Fran, Daly. Referees today, this morning we have Brian Auger from Ketchikan, Rob Jackson from Kloak, and Thomas Montgomery from Ketchikan as well.
So officials today, Rob Jackson from Kloak, Thomas Montgomery from Ketchikan, and Brian Auger from Ketchikan. Petersburg Pep Band with our national anthem to get things rolling here. And we'll see if we can get the starters listed up here for you.
And here we go with some Region 5 championship basketball, ladies style.
And Jackson will throw up the ball, and it will go to the Haines Glacier Bears, and it's kicked out of bounds off the Petersburg Vikings. And we got an injury here right out the gate. Now the officials are over there talking things over. And that looks like Inez Larson, who's down on the court down there. That could be a serious way to start for the Petersburg Vikings as Coach Brock over there talking to Inez. get her up. And she's pretty ginger on that right leg. That's going to get Allie Thomason up off the bench, probably to sub in for Inez. So for the Lady Glacier Bears, starting things off today, it's going to be Mackenzie Dryden, Ariel Godinez-Long, Sadie Anderson, Allison Benda, and Grace Long-Godinez. So that is a bad break for the Petersburg Lady Vikings. So starting for the Vikings was Kylie Simbahan, Inez Larson, Anya Powick, Kennedy Kahn, and Adriana Stowe. And now, like I said, Allie Thomason in there for the Lady Vikings. So Grace gets it in, and it's stolen away by Stowe. And then Petersburg just gives it away on a bad pass. So it'll be Glacier Bears ball, just 10 seconds off the clock here. All sorts of action already. Ariel up top, now out to Grace, bombs away for three. No good, excuse me. Simbahan with the rebound. And she's gonna drive right side. Left, now they go up to Thomason. Back up top to Simbahan. Simbahan drives in, dumps it out, Stowe. Trying to find a little bit of help, in trouble. Now finally gonna get it up to Thomason. Nearly lost the handle. Was Dryden right there playing tough D. Now out to Simbahan, out near the half-court line. She'll go left side. Over to Powick, back to Simbahan. Simbahan drives in, takes the lane, shot up, no good, batted around, and the rebound comes into Ariel Godinez-Long. Ariel coast to coast, kicks it out, and a bad pass will give it away. Looked like she was going to be able to take a shot. Are they going to say it was touched? Boy, I didn't see that. But Rob Jackson right down there saying, no, it was a touch. So no turnover. It'll be Haines' ball with 6:56 to go. Still scoreless here in this one, as Benda now inbounds it to Long-Godinez. Ariel now right side. Back to Benda up top. Now to Dryden on the left side. Dryden down in the corner to Godinez-Long. Back up top. Anderson bombs away from the top of the key. Got it. And Sadie Anderson strikes first for the Glacier Bears and drops in the three ball from the top of the key. Assist Ariel Godinez-Long. Simbahan now right side. Looks in the middle to Stowe. Stowe dribbles in, kicks it out to Kahn. Now up top. Powick cut off on her way into the paint. Now they get it back out on the left side to Simbahan. Simbahan drives in the paint, kicks it off over to Stowe. Stowe up off the window, no good. And Benda had the rebound and then lost it out of bounds. So it'll be Petersburg ball underneath their basket with 6 straight up on the clock here left in the first. As they get it into Stowe. Stowe out to Kahn, now to Simbahan out on the left side. Back into Kahn. Kahn tries to feed Stowe down low and just throws it over her head and out of bounds. So it'll be Long-Godinez who'll bring it up for the Glacier Bears. Kicks it out now to Dryden. Out on the left side, now up top to Anderson. Anderson's gonna dribble now to the right, out on the perimeter. Kicks it to Dryden, now back down to Anderson on the block. Turns, fires, shot up, no good. And Stowe had the rebound, and then she's gonna be fouled. And the foul's gonna be whistled against Grace Long-Godinez, her first, team's first foul. And it'll be Petersburg ball out in the backcourt. As Powick will inbound to Simbahan, takes the ball right back, brings it across the timeline. Now she'll pass it over to Simbahan, left side. She'll drive into the corner and just can't handle it. Ariel might have got a little finger on it, and then Simbahan dribbled it off her hand and out of bounds. So a 30-second timeout going to be taken. We'll keep it right here as Coach Dino Brock wanting to talk things over with the ladies. Again, just to give you the bracketing still left, Wrangell will take on the Metlakatla Mischiefs this afternoon at 3 o'clock for the girls 2A Region 5 championship. Wrangell, the #1 seed in the region. My understanding is that maybe Metlakatla is ranked higher in the state rankings than Wrangell, but both of them right near the top, so that ought to be a great 2A girls championship coming later this afternoon. And then make sure you keep your radio dial right here to KFSK as Petersburg going to be taking on Metlakatla in the boys championship game. That one's scheduled for 4:45 this afternoon, so you won't want to miss that one. Ariel on the right side. Now up top to Benda. Benda, one dribble, now kicks it to Dryden. On the left wing, back up top to Anderson. Anderson drives, gets a screen. Now they get it back up to Grace. Godina is long. Ariel thought about a shot. Now Benda gonna hoist the three. That one good. Is Ariel with her second assist. And it's 6-0. Simbahan. Now out to Thomason. Thomason up top to Powick. Now Simbahan. Simbahan going to try and answer back with her three. That one no good. And Stowe and Grace Longodinez tying it up for the rebound. And it's going to stay with Petersburg.
Coming into the game, Iris Case for the Petersburg Vikings.
So now into Simbahan. Simbahan thought about a quick trigger three on the inbounds pass, couldn't do it. Drives into the lane, has it stolen away. And it's Longodinez who comes up with the steal. Up top now to Benda, left side to Dryden. Back up to Grace Longodinez, now to Benda. Benda will center it up, top of the key. Now back on the left side. Kicked up to Anderson. Anderson drives in at the elbow, dumps it out. Dryden back at the top of the key now. Goes to the right side. Anderson. Now to Dryden. Eyed the three, squared up for it, didn't take it. Now they get it down to Anderson on the block. Gonna back Con in. Shot up, no good. Rebound down to Simbahan. Simbahan tries to feed it over the top to Powick, and that one just goes out of bounds. That'll be the 5th turnover on the Lady Vikings here in the first 4 minutes of play. 6-0 Glacier Bears with 3:35 to go here in the first. Dryden with it. Up top now, Anderson gonna hoist another three. That one's short as Simbahan comes up with her 3rd rebound. Now she's gonna feed it up to Kahn. Kahn in the middle to Stowe. Stowe turns, scoops to the hoop, count it. Underhand shot by Adriana Stowe, up and in for two, and she'll get the harm. Go to the line for the and one. What a take.
Fouls on Allison Benda.
Allison Benda going to be whistled for her first foul, team second.
Number 12, Malia Jordan.
And Adriana with a tough take through traffic gets the Petersburg Lady Vikings on the board. Shot up and in, count it.
Adriana Stowe putting in that foul shot.
6-3. And Anderson drops another three in.
Sadie Anderson.
9-3. And Petersburg now throws it away as that one off the hands of Iris Case on a high pass. So Petersburg having a hard time finding a little rhythm here. And it's Haines' center. He's leading the way with 2 threes. Anderson goes left. Grace for 3 from the corner, no good. And Simbahan with another rebound, just cleaning the glass. She's got 4 rips already here the first 5 minutes of the game. Kaili now right side. Goes left. has it poked away, and a foul going to be whistled against Malia Jorgensen-Giese.
Fouls on number
Just
12.
checked in the game for Haines.
Malia Jorgensen, guys.
Inbounded now to Simbahan. In the middle, Khan kicks it out, and Khan over to Iris Case, who's up and in for 2.
Iris Case for 2.
Anderson, top of the key now, looks left side over to Long Godinez. Up top to Godinez Long. Now out to Jorgensen-Giese. Ariel in the corner. Spins, gets right by Powell, shot up off the window. No good, batted around. And Long Godinez comes out of there at the offensive board. That one gonna be off the rim and out of bounds as Stowe does a nice job of clearing a little bit of space, letting that one go out of bounds. It'll be Petersburg ball with 1:48 to go here in the first quarter. Powell now over to Simbahan. Simbahan back out to Powell. Now right side over to Case. Powell, top of the key. Now back to Case out on the right wing. Powell will dribble back to the top of the key, kicks it out left side to Simbahan, drives the lane, shot up, partially blocked underneath as Anderson had the block, and then Stowe takes it away. And now coming the other way, Dryden with the steal. Shot up, no good, and Case gonna be whistled for a foul. As both teams
Fouls on Petersburg, number 20, Iris
trading
Case.
turnovers back and forth. Case going to be whistled for her first foul. That's the team's first foul. And now Dryden to the line for a pair. It's 9-5. Glacier Bears on top. And as Dryden hits the first one, she'll get one more.
For the Haines, Glacier Bears, number 33.
Stickler checks in, as does Stacy Walker.
Stacey Wallers.
Waller. I think it's Waller. They told me Walker yesterday, but I think it's Waller. Heard 3 announcers say it that way from down in the public PA. As Stowe gets the rebound. Left side now over to Powick. Now Powick to Case. Simbahan back to Powick on the left side. And a bad pass down on the ground. Case has it and going to be tied up. Jump ball is going to go to the Glacier Bears. (10-5) Haines here with 47 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Grace Long Godinez now to Dryden. Up now to Waller. Long Godinez. Now to Giese. Waller looking to Stickler down on the paint. Shot up, no good. Gets her own rebound and blocked underneath, but a foul going to be whistled against Khan. Gracie Stickler just staying with it under there and drew the foul. That's going to be Khan's first foul.
That's her first foul.
And Stickler to the line for a pair, hits the first one. She'll get one more. Benda back in as Giese to the bench for the Haines Glacier Bears. Shot up short, no good. Rebound into the hands of Adriana Stowe. She's got 4 rebounds as well. They get it out now into Stowe. Stowe out to Simbahan, steps back, 3-pointer on the way, short. No good as Grace Long Godinez drives the side, 1 second left, and a foul gonna be whistled. No, it's not gonna be a shooting foul. Gonna be against 31, Adriana Stowe, her first. And so, not enough time for Haines to even get a shot off here. And that'll do it. 11-5 your score after 1. Stay tuned. More Region 5 basketball coming your way in 60 seconds.
And at the end of the first quarter, the Haines Glacier Bears 11, Petersburg Vikings 5.
Thanks, Tom, and welcome back as we are getting ready to be underway. Inez Larson over on the bench, laying down across the bench with her, I think it's her leg, giving her problems. She twisted it or something, and stolen away by Sadie Anderson. And a shot on the way, gonna go out of bounds. It will be Haines' ball. Underneath their own basket, 7:42 to go. Benda to inbound. Now for Haines, gets it into Dryden. The high post, kicks it out now to Waller. And Grace nearly loses it, and Simbahan going to be whistled for the foul. Got a little too aggressive there, trying to go after the loose ball, and that will be her first, team's fourth. So Benda to inbound now to Longo Dinas. Top of the key. Now out to Benda. Anderson shot up and in. Boy.
Sadie
Anderson having a great game. She's got 8 already for the Glacier Bears. Stowe kicks it out and shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to Longo Dinas. She'll clear it out. Into Anderson. Anderson now out to Longo Dinas, back down to Anderson on the block. Double team, kicks it back out to Grace. Grace now kicks it up to Benda, up top, into Anderson. Back out to Grace. Grace from 16, got it. Grace Longo Dinas drops it down, and Sadie Anderson with the assist. As they get it now to Simbahan. Simbahan top of the key. Now to Case, nearly stolen away. As Simbahan drops it from 15, shot up, no good. Rebound down to Waller. And she's gonna clear it out. Now up the left side, over to Dryden. Dryden bombs away for 3, shot no good. Benda tracks down the rebound. She's gonna drive baseline, shot up off the window, no good. Gets her own rebound. Kicks it out, and the miss by Grace is going to be picked up by Stowe. Thank you. Simbahan has it tipped into the backcourt, and now Waller going to be whistled for a foul. Got a little handsy up top. Not a great foul your way out of half court. But Waller will be whistled for her first. So it'll be Petersburg ball out on the side, down by 10 here with 5:44 to go in the second quarter. It's now stolen away by Anderson. And now they get it up to Ariel. Ariel drives into the paint, double team down low, kicks it out to Anderson. Anderson turns, fires. And she's going to be fouled by Allie Thomason. That'll be her first. And Anderson will go to the line for a pair.
With the foul. Sadie Anderson going to the line. Shooting 2.
Sadie Anderson really taking the team on her back here in this game. Leading the way now with 9. Chance to go double figures here on this second free throw. And she does.
Sadie Anderson picks up both from the line.
17-5. In now to Simbahan. And a whistle. Oh.
That foul's on Mackenzie.
That might have been away from, well, I don't know. I didn't see that. Mackenzie Dryden going to be whistled for her first. 15 foul. So Powick now to trigger for Lady Vikings, gets it into Simbahan. Simbahan drives, steps through, shot up, no good. Had a good look. Oh, and a foul going to come against Case as Benda comes up with the rebound and then
that foul's on
gets
Iris
run over.
Case. That's her second foul.
Iris Case going to be whistled for her second, team 6th. 12-point lead for the Glacier Bears as Ariel now gets it left side over to Gainey. Back up top now to Anderson, right side over to Dryden, nearly loses it. Benda has to track it down now, back out near half court. She'll get it back over to Dryden, who will center it up top of the key. Now goes right over to Gainey. Gainey looking for Anderson down low, and just bad pass too far out in front of Anderson, and that one goes out of bounds. It'll be Petersburg ball with 4:50 to go here in the second. Simbahan takes the inbounds pass and will bring it up on Dryden. Nearly stolen away as Simbahan has to track that loose ball down. And now comes around the right side, dribbles down in the corner, feeds down to Kahn. Kahn tries to get it over to Thomason, and they can't handle it. That one sails out of bounds, and that's 10 turnovers now on Petersburg here in the first half. About double what Haines has. Dryden. On the right side, now to Gainey. Gainey back to Dryden. Dryden down to Anderson on the block, double team, kicks it out. Ariel comes up with it, now to Benda. Gainey, top of the key, left side. Now to Ariel. Ariel crosses over on Powick, now goes right side. Anderson, now back up to Benda. As Anderson cuts through the lane, wanted the ball, now gets it, turns, fires, Kahn with the block shot. Powick in some trouble and has it stolen away as Anderson comes up with her third steal of the game. And boy, Benda just hip checked on her way to the hoop on the ground. So I think that's going to be Case's third foul. And that is the call.
Fouls on Iris Case. That'll be her third foul.
That'll be a 1-and-1 now. As Benda going to go to the line for the front end of the 1-and-1. Haines 4 of 6 from the free throw line on the morning. Larson sitting back up. And that one up and in, and Benda will get one more. That one no good. Anderson with the offensive rebound. And that one off the Glacier Bears and out of bounds. And really rebounding, that's Anderson's first rebound, and that's really all she hasn't done today, which is what you'd kind of expect her to do. She's got that height, plays in the middle, but she's filling up the other stat lines quite nicely. And a foul up top as Benda gonna maul Simbahan.
Fouls on Grace Long-Godinez, 23.
What? They whistled the foul on Grace Long-Godinez. It was Benda that ran over Simbahan. Not sure, maybe it was the foul was somewhere else and I didn't see it. Blocked underneath as Anderson gets the block and the takeaway. And tipped out of bounds by the Glacier Bears, or by Petersburg. It'll be Glacier Bears ball. 3 minutes straight up on the clock here in the first half. Glad you could be joining us this morning. As we mentioned before, loser is done and winner hangs on to play another game tomorrow for a chance at the state tournament. Gainey now just hands it right off to Simbahan. Simbahan coast to coast, up and in for two. Kaili in the book finally with her first basket. And Inez, I was just looking, Inez is a senior. That's what I was afraid of. Anderson now gets it underneath, shot up, no good. As Grace comes out of there with the rebound. Anderson with an offensive rebound, Grace with an offensive rebound and a foul. And
Kaylee Simbahan.
Kaylee Simbahan going to be whistled for her second. And that's going to send Grace Longo-Dinez to the line. First shot is up. Black lane violation, so they'll get one more on the miss. It's the 1-1. Shot no good. As Allie Thomason comes up with the rebound on the miss. 2:13 to go here. As Powick now drives up right side. Bad pass to Thomason, stolen away by Ariel Godinez Long, and she gets the steal and the bucket.
The steal with the coast-to-coast, Ariel Godinez Long.
20-7. Simbahan drives in, shot up, no good, and Anderson going to be whistled for her first foul. What I started to say earlier was that I was almost sure that Inez Larson was a senior and has just played her heart out for Petersburg, and you hope on the chance that this could be Petersburg's last game, that she could find a way to get back out there if she can do it without hurting herself anymore. What a disappointment after a career like she's had at Petersburg to have to sit out and watch your team end their season. And they could use her. She's a difference maker, one of the premier 2A players in the state. And now Dryden bombs it for three. And Haines continues to extend the lead, 23-9. Powick now to Simbahan. Simbahan comes around, shot up and in. Great take by Kaili, and now she's got 6 here in the quarter. 23-11, a little bit of spark for Petersburg. Dryden, left side. Up top now to Dorn, who's checked in for the Glacier Bears. Dryden steps in, shot rattles in the cage, no good, and Ariel Godinez Long tips it out of bounds, and it'll be Petersburg ball with 1:10 to go here in the first half. Simbahan goes to Powick, right side. Now down to Stowe. Stowe to Simbahan. Double team, drives baseline, beautiful feed into Stowe. Kaili with a great feed, and Stowe doing their job. Catches it up and in for 2. Coming the other way, shot on the way, no good. And the rebound coming down to Allie Thomason, and then she's going to travel with it, and it'll be Glacier Bears ball underneath. Dryden catches and shoots on the inbounds pass, and no good, and Long Godinez comes out of there with the offensive board. Now out to Ariel. Dryden, now to Grace. Grace now gonna dribble back out near half court, kicks it. Dryden pops from 16, no good, gets her own rebound. And now that one gonna go out of bounds. Oh, might have been a lucky break. I thought it was off of Grace Long Godinez, but Glacier Bears get it back with 10 seconds to go. Dryden now left side over to Ariel. Ariel spins up top. Dorn tries to dump it in the middle. Bad clock management. They're not going to get a shot off, and that will do it. 23-13, your score at the half.
At the end of 2, the Haines Glacier Bears 23, Petersburg.
So we're going to take a quick 3-minute break, and when we come back, we'll have our halftime wrap-up. Stay tuned. More Region 5 2A basketball coming your way on KFSK in Petersburg and KHNS up in Haines. Welcome back to the Clark Cochran Gymnasium. Russell Thomas with you this fine morning as I can see the sun just peeking out through the clouds behind me. A nice sight after a little bit of rain down here in the First City. But glad you could join us this morning and hope you are enjoying the basketball games here for the tournament. And while I've got a chance, just want to give a huge shout out to the whole team at KPU ComVision. That's Ketchikan's local cable TV provider, and they're the ones that are bringing you the feed, the live feed for those of you that are catching it on the video, and they're doing a fantastic job. We've loved working with them, and just got a message yesterday from Bill Wicker, who started a program years ago to work with a production tech class here at the high school, and KPU came on board to help do some training with the kids, and then things have kind of ebbed and flowed with the production class, but KPU has kept that feed going, so we want to give a big shout out to them and their entire team for continuing to bring you great coverage here from the Clark Cochran Gymnasium. It's not to take away from anything that they do other places, but it really is the premier coverage that you see around the state, and they just do a great job, so we want to thank them and let them know how much we appreciate their professionalism and working with them. In the game so far, the storyline for the Petersburg Vikings is Inez Larson, who is injured literally 5 seconds into the game right off the tip-off. They came down, and on the first play, a bunch of the ladies got piled up, and Inez was injured and sat out the entire first half, and Petersburg could have used her leadership out there on the floor. Kaili Simbahan came through for Petersburg late in the second quarter, putting up 6 points. Adriana Stowe also with 5 for the Lady Vikings. And Iris Case chipped in 2 off the bench, but that's been the offense for the Lady Vikings as they've struggled to find a rhythm here early on, and have turned the ball over 14 times in the first half, as Haines has done a good job turning up the defense. Simbahan 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 buckets from the field, and Adriana Stowe 2 buckets from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. So nice stat for Coach Dino Brock in that his team is 3 of 3 from the free throw line. They just need some more offense to climb their way back into this one. Like I mentioned, Petersburg with 14 turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, and 10 defensive rebounds in the first half. Iris Case off the bench, the only one in any kind of real questionable foul trouble. She's got 3. Kaili Simbahan with 2, and then Thomason, Kahn, and Stowe each with 1 apiece. On the Haines side, a lot of people spreading it out as Sadie Anderson leading the way with 10 points, had a great first half. She's got 2 3-pointers, 1 bucket from inside, and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 4 points apiece for Mackenzie Dryden and Allison Benda. Each of those ladies with a 3-pointer and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 2 points apiece for Ariel Godinez Long and Grace Long Godinez. Long Godinez also 0 for 1 from the free throw line there in the first half. And then Gracie Stickler 1 of 2 from the free throw line for her 1 point in the game. Again, 23 total points in offense for the Haines Glacier Bears here in the first half. 7 total turnovers, so about half of what Petersburg had. And I've got them with 9 offensive rebounds, so a lot of second chance opportunities for the Glacier Bears, and 6 defensive rebounds early in the game. Haines was 5 of 9 from the free throw line in the first half. So we add it all up. So we are just about 2 minutes away from the start of the second half. We're going to take one more quick break, and then we will be back to bring you second half action here from the Region 5 2A tournament. Stay tuned, more coming your way here on KFSK and KHNS right after this. Welcome back as we get ready to roll here in quarter number 3, being entertained by the pep bands. The Haines pep band right now. And it'll be Glacier Bears ball coming out of the break. That's really nice, thank you. Yeah. Got a nice text from somebody there up in Haines saying how much they appreciate the feed and the commentary, so glad we're making it fun for you back home. I know it's tough when you're not here, but hopefully we're bringing you a little piece of it and everything that we're able to do, so thanks for checking in. Benda up to the top of the key now to Longo Dinas, right side. Over to Dryden. Benda up top, now goes right side. And a 30-second timeout going to be called by Coach Stanford. Saw something out there that he didn't like, wanted to talk it over, and calls a quick timeout. Just a few seconds into the quarter.
To help support the Ketchikan ladies volleyball. So if you see them walking around, support them with some tickets. We'll be drawing that ticket later in the game.
So out of the break as we get ready to roll here. It'll be Benda now to trigger, gets it into Anderson. Anderson over to Grace. Grace shot up, no good. Ariel with the rebound. Kicks it out, now to Dryden. And stolen away by Simbahan. Comes out of the pack with it, coast to coast, up and in. Kaili just sticks with it all the way down, and they've cut the lead down to 8. And Inez Larson still limping over there, and it looks like she's probably going to be out. What an unfortunate break for her, as she has just put her heart and soul. We've seen her a lot here in Ketchikan over the years in her career, and just have been, it's just so fun to watch people with good skills who come out and really make the game fun, and she's a player like that. Not to take away anything from the rest of the girls, but everybody in Petersburg knows what Inez means to their program up there, and they're missing her out there today. As the miss comes off, and Longo Dinas comes up with the rebound. Up top to Benda. Benda now out on the corner to Godinez long. Dryden goes in the left corner. Over to Longo Dinas, now back up top to Anderson. Anderson crosses over. Dryden, as Simbahan comes out, gets a hand right up in her face. Now out to Godinez long. On the perimeter, she'll take a couple dribbles, hand off now to Anderson. They go right to Dryden. Man-to-man defense by Petersburg, as now Benda drives in, shot up, no good. And Khan can't hang on to the rebound, and off her fingertips and out of bounds, so it'll be Glacier Bears ball underneath with 5:53 to go here in the third. 8-point lead for the Glacier Bears. As they get it now up to Ariel. Ariel now to Benda. Benda out to Grace, wide open for 3, short. That one, Anderson comes up with the offensive board, kicks it back out. Benda now gonna hoist the 3. That one's short. Ariel with another offensive rebound. Petersburg just not boxing out. And now the air ball coming from Dryden and out of bounds. It'll be Petersburg ball on the miss. Petersburg got to put a body on somebody in the paint there, as Haines just getting too many opportunities, and a travel by Petersburg will give it back. First turnover of the second half for the Lady Vikings. Now Grace Longo-Dinas takes it. Ariel nearly lost it, but able to track it down. Grace in the corner, Three on the way, and Ariel with her third assist as Grace knocks down the three-pointer from the corner. And the lead now to 11. Simbahan down in the corner, gets it into Stowe in the paint. Batted around, and Stowe can't hang on. And who are they going to give it to? They're going to give it to Haines.
Coming back into the game,
I think that was the right call. Stowe tipped it on its way out of bounds. They get it in now to Anderson. Anderson to Dryden. To Benda up top. Benda into Anderson. Turns, fires. Up off the window, count it.
Nice jumper. Sadie Anderson.
Anderson extends the lead now to 13, the largest of the game. Now up to Stowe. Nice feed by Kahn down to Stowe. And Stowe just misses a shot underneath in a little bit of traffic, but should have had it. Now Benda with it down on the block, right side, kicks it out, Dryden. Now up top to Grace. We tick down to the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Benda now over to the right side, over to Dryden. Tries to hit Ariel on the cut, can't get it to her, and now a bad pass is stolen away as Powlett comes up with the steal. Gets it out to Simbahan. Simbahan crosses over on Dryden into the paint, shot up, no good, but she draws the foul. Nice take by Kaili, and she's got a chance to put two more in from the free throw line as Sadie Anderson going to be whistled with her second. And the first team foul of the second half for the Haines Glacier Bears. 3:44 to go here in the third. Shot up off the front of the rim, no good.
Gracie Stickler for the Glacier Bears and Stacy Bowers.
Second shot is up and good, and a full timeout going to be taken by Coach Dino Brock. So we'll take a quick break. Stay tuned, more coming your way in 60 seconds.
And once again, we got some ladies walking around the gymnasium selling 50-50 raffle tickets to help support the ladies volleyball here at Ketchikan High School.
.344 to go here in the third. Russell Thomas with you, bringing you Petersburg Viking and Haines Glacier Bear action on the ladies' side of the bracket. As Long Godinez drives the lane, kicks it down over to Stickler. Stickler can't hang on, and that will go out of bounds. It'll be Petersburg ball. Down by 12 with 3:34 to go here in the third. If you're just joining us, Inez Larson injured in the first play on the tip-off. And she has sat on the bench the entire game here as Kahn takes a pass in the paint and a whistle comes. And the foul will come against Ariel Godinez Long. That's her first, team's second. Inbounded now, Case takes the shot, misses. And Allison Benda comes up with the rebound, goes coast to coast, high off the window, no good. Stickler with the offensive rebound. And now Benda down in the paint, holding that left ankle as Coach Stanford goes out to provide her some assistance. they're going to send both sets of teams to the side, and Benda going to get up. Doesn't want to put any pressure on that left ankle. They're going to get her over to the bench. There she goes. She put some weight on and go, oh, okay, it doesn't hurt nearly as bad as I thought it did. Maybe just scared her, might have rolled it. I can see her tipping her hand back and forth like she rolled it maybe, and it scared her. And now that she got a little weight on it, it's okay. So we'd probably see her again in a minute. Inbounded now, Powick takes it, brings it up for the Petersburg Lady Vikings. Hands off now to Case. Case, top of the key, now over to Simbahan, right side. She'll drive back to the top. Goes back over on the right side. Simbahan crosses over on Waller. Case traveled, got away with it, drug that pivot foot. Now Simbahan into the paint and runs right into Stickler and goes down hard. But Waller going to be whistled for the foul first. That'll be her second, team's third. And so it'll be Petersburg ball out underneath their own basket with 2:39 to go here in the third. Inbounded now to Simbahan. Wanted the three, didn't take it. Drives in, gets it to Kahn, out to Case. Now down in the corner, Simbahan drives past Waller, spins. Kicks it out, Powick at the top of the key. Now they go right over to Case. Powick, Simbahan. Into Kahn, down low to Case. Shot up, no good. Kahn tracks down the rebound. Shot up, no good. And the rebound comes down to Ariel Godinez Long. And a foul on the shot. We'll send Dryden to the line.
Fouls on number 20, Iris Case.
Iris Case going to be whistled for her fourth. Team's first. Oh, they got her for 5. I didn't realize they only had her for 4. So Case will leave the game with 2 points and 5 fouls.
Into the game is
coming off the bench and getting her money's worth. Case, a freshman. A lot more time. We'll see her a lot here. There's that one no good. And a foul on the rebound. Stowe comes out of there with the rebound. She was wondering if she was whistled. She's like, what? What'd I do? Stickler going to be whistled for the foul on the rebound. 14 foul the second half. 1:58 to go here in the third, 29-16. Haines Glacier Bears. Petersburg playing without Inez Larson. Stowe goes left. Cut off on the baseline. Back up top to Simbahan. Simbahan drives by Ariel into the paint. Shot up and in, count it. Tough take by Kaili Simbahan, and she's going to be rewarded for it. As Stickler going to be whistled for her second foul. Kaili to the line for the and one. What a take.
Gracie Stickler with the foul. That's her second foul. The team's 5th foul.
Kaili, the only Lady Viking in the book here offensively in the second half, as Anderson now gets the rebound, and then Kaili comes up with the steal. Now over to Kahn. Kahn shot up. No good. Ball loose as Anderson comes out of the pile with it. She'll clear it out now to Ariel. Grace now for 3. In and out. No good. And the rebound down to Raven Hotch. And Adriana Stowe going to be whistled.
Fouls on Adriana Stowe.
For her second foul. Be Haines ball underneath, 1:08 to go. Inbounded to Anderson. Anderson shoots the three, no good. And that will be Petersburg ball. Not enough leg under that one. Falls short and knocked out of bounds. So Petersburg will get it with 1:04 to go, down by 11, 29-18. Petersburg needs a little bit of offense from somebody other than Kaili. Kaili underneath, drives into traffic and draws the foul. And the foul will go against Raven Hodge, her first.
Foul. That's her first foul.
16 fouls now for Haines. That could play in here down the stretch if Petersburg starts to chip away at the lead one at a time. Kaili eyes the shot. That one up and in. Second shot on the way, no good. Gonna give it to Haines. They're not gonna let her shoot it again. The horn, inadvertent horn came on. Everybody stopped.
Coming into the game, Malia Jorgensen, guys.
Dino Brock wanted a jump ball, which would have been the right call. Everybody kind of backed off. I think he's got a good case. Now Grace for three, no good. Kaili with the rebound. Pushes the other way and just throws it right over the head of Stowe and out of bounds. They're going to put a little bit more time back on the clock as the clock kept running after the whistle. 4 seconds. Good catch by the official, Thomas Montgomery. Inbounded now to Dryden. Dryden gets it up over to Longo Dinez, and a foul going to be whistled against Allie Thomason. And there's a little push from behind.
That foul's on Allie Thomason. That was her second foul, team's third foul.
As Grace now gets it in. Anderson shot up off the window, no good, gets her own rebound. And that one up and in for two. Anderson now with 14 points. Having a great game for the Lady Glacier Bears. Shot up, hangs on the rim, no good. And jump ball will go to the Glacier Bears. 9 seconds to go here in the third. As Jorgensen Giese inbounds it and knocked out of bounds. Off the hands of Allie Thomason. It'll be Haines' ball with 5.9 to go. Jorgensen Giese into Ariel. We get it in now, stolen away by Stowe, or excuse me, that was Kahn who got the steal.
And at the end of three,
and they couldn't get it up the floor fast enough to Kaili to get the shot off. So that will end the third quarter, 31-19 your score after three. Final 8 minutes coming your way on KHNS in Haines and KFSK in Petersburg right after this.
folks. The 50-50 raffle's coming up momentarily. Get your tickets out and get ready.
Daly takes the inbound pass and comes down.
Drives in for 2.
And drives right to the lane and goes up and in, and then a foul going to be whistled on Anya Powett.
First foul.
Her first foul, team's fourth.
Foul.
As Grace now gets it into Ariel. Ariel spins, drives, shot up, no good. Rebound down into the hands of Allie Thomason. She's going to push now to Simbahan. Simbahan drives down, shot up and in, counted for 2.
Drives in for 2. Kylie contestant going to the line with the foul.
Well, and Kylie just showing some senior leadership out there in the second half.
Foul, team 7th.
She's got 16 points. Make it 17. She drops that one in. Cuts the lead to 7. And a traveling call against Haines will give the ball back to Petersburg as Grace Longodina is looking for somebody to throw it up to. Nobody home. And now nearly stolen away as Ariel does come up with the steal. And then a foul going to be whistled.
Allie Thompson.
Foul going to be on Allie Thomason.
That'll be 3 on Allie.
Her third. After Petersburg turned the ball over 14 times in the first half, only 3 turnovers here so far in the second. Doing a much better job cleaning things up. They get it now over to Dryden. Dryden up top now to Anderson. 7:10 to go. Out to Grace. Grace drives in the paint. Now to Anderson. Anderson pops from 12. No good, and Stowe just going to let that one sail out of bounds. Set it up for Petersburg to bring it up uncontested.
The 50-50 raffle, if you guys can come over here.
They get it down to Simbahan. Simbahan into Stowe. Stowe up off the window for 2 as Adriana with her third basket of the game.
Adria Stowe for 2.
Simbahan with the assist. Stolen away now by Kahn as momentum going Petersburg's way. Stowe in the paint, shot up off the window, count it. And of course a timeout coming as Stanford has seen enough. As Petersburg now within 3. Oh, say it isn't so. Do I see Inez taking off her warm-up? We'll see if she's going to come out and try and play. 31-28 here in the fourth quarter. Maybe you just put Inez down in the corner and let her shoot. Although her skill set really is to attack. But 5 seconds. She's going to go in, I think. Clark just came in. He's like, what's going on? It's 19-31 when I left. Now it's 31-28. Petersburg rallying back, making a game of it with 6:28 to go. Larson not going to go in. She took her warm-up off. Like I thought maybe she was going to go in, but she's going to sit on the sideline still and cheer on her team as best she can. Inbounded now to Ariel. Drives to the right side, gets by everybody. Shot up, blocked underneath by Kahn. But a foul is going to be whistled, and Ariel will go to the line for 2. As Kennedy Kahn going to be whistled for her second foul. Ariel will get her first attempts from the free throw line this morning. Eyes it up, first shot on the way is good. Boy, it took a high Haines bounce off the back of the iron and fell back through. And she hits the second one as well. That's the first points of the fourth quarter for Haines. They get it now to Simbahan. Drives in the paint, right to the rack, up and in. Boy, Daly just willing Petersburg back into this game. And a big shot on the way. Anderson there to scoop up the offensive board and the putback for two. She is just killing it for the Glacier Bears today. Best game of the tournament that I've seen from her.
Foul. Dryden, that is her second
Dryden
foul.
going to be whistled for her second foul. I didn't see that, but it's going to be a 1-and-1 now. Powick will go to the line for front end of the 1-and-1. High arch on that one, rattles in, count it. So Stowe coming up big here in the fourth quarter. Now Powick and adding a little bit of fuel to the fire. That one rattles in the cage, no good, but Stowe tracks it down. Gets it out now to Simbahan, and she travels. Turns it over. In traffic, might have tried to do too much there. You can't slow her down. She's just put her foot on the gas here in the second half for the Lady Vikings.
And once again,
she's been the glue that's held them in the game.
296.
Giese now to inbound for the Glacier Bears. Pressure in the backcourt by the Petersburg Vikings, and a foul going to be whistled against Allie Thomas and a push. That probably wouldn't have been whistled other than it caused a turnover. It was a good call.
Fourth foul.
But just a little bump from behind. But had it not caused a turnover, you might not expect to see the whistle. So Godinez Long back to the line, this time for the front of a 1-and-1. Haines up by 4. That one, it finds its way through. She'll get one more. 36-31, 5:51 to go here in the game. Boy, Larson just itching to be out there. You can see her walking over on the side, trying to see if she can get out there and find some way to get back out on the floor and help her team get back in this. Now into Stowe. Stowe loses it. Kahn comes up with it. Simbahan back behind the line. Shot up, no good. And Giese comes out of there with the rebound. Ball loose, and a jump ball will go to Haines. Dogfight down there. Giese needs a little bit of help. Finally gets it into Dryden. Dryden now going to drive up. And a bad pass, but touched on the way out of bounds. Off the fingertips of Allie Thomason, and a bad break for Petersburg, but a lucky save for the Glacier Bears, as that one should have been Petersburg ball. Pass was not where it should have been, and Thomason just got the tip of a finger on it. As Anderson goes up and in on the inbounds pass from Benda. 39-31. Simbahan drives the lane, shot up and in. Boy, Daly just not afraid to drive into traffic. Most of her shots have been through a double team, sometimes triple down on the block, but she found a way to get it up. And now Ariel kicks it out. Grace for 3, in and out, no good. Anderson with the rebound and a block down low. Anderson with another offensive board.
To replace Mariah Jorgensen guys.
And Kahn with another block underneath. It'll be Petersburg ball, down by 6, 4:56 to go.
Folks, take a look at those 50-50 tickets. The winning number 157296.
Kicks it over to Daly. Back to Powick. Daly. Into Stowe. Stowe nearly loses it and does as Stickler comes up with the steal. Now Simbahan steals it back. Shot up, no good, but she's going to draw the foul. Stickler steals it. Simbahan steals it back.
Fouls on number 10 10, Sadie Anderson.
Foul on Sadie Anderson. They got it for 4. Kaili will get 2. She eyes the rim, shot up short. She's got to be getting tired. She's just playing on fire here in the second quarter, or second half. She started things off the second quarter, put 6 points up, and then just kept her foot on the gas all the way through as she hits the second one. And a full timeout going to be taken by Coach Dino Brock, so we'll take a quick break ourselves. 4:33 to go. Petersburg down by 5.
50-50 ticket. The winning number is 157296. That'll be a little bit better. The winning ticket for the 50-50 is 157296.
4:33 on the clock left here in this one. 39-34 your score as the Haines Glacier Bears on top of the Petersburg Lady Vikings. And Vikings were down by, I believe, as much as 12 at one point. They have worked their way back into this one as Simon nearly has a steal up top. They get it out to Grace, out on the wing, now up top to Giese. Godinez long, and a foul gonna be whistled on Simbahan. That'll be her 3rd, and that'll be a 1-and-1.
Simbahan, her 3rd foul.
As Grace Long Godinez will go to the line for the front end of the 1-and-1. She's 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Shot up and in. She will get one more. Whole host of ladies that we've called from the Petersburg Vikings trying to stay alive as this is their senior outing. Stowe comes up with the rebound on the miss. But Larson, Simbahan, Kahn, and Stowe, all seniors. Simbahan drives in the paint, shot up off the window, no good. And Giese comes out of there with the rebound. She'll get it up top now to Grace. Left side, Dryden. Now out to Grace. 3:45. Jorgensen Giese, top of the key. Now back to Grace. Drives in the paint. Dumps it down to Anderson. Double teamed on the block. Kicks it out. Ariel for 3. And that one airball, no good. And it'll be Petersburg ball with 3:33 to go. Get it down up to Powett. Powett gets it over to Simbahan. Simbahan gonna pull it back out into Stowe. Now to Kahn underneath, and Thomason can't hang on. That one through her hands and out of bounds. Petersburg gives it back to the Glacier Bears with 3:15 to go. In now to Grace. Pressure in the backcourt by Petersburg. Grace gets past the timeline, and she's going to be fouled by Stowe. That'll be Stowe's 3rd.
Adriana Stowe with the foul. That's her 3rd foul. Team's 9th foul. On the line is Grace
Longodinez. Eyes the first shot, no good. And saved in, and offensive rebound to Jorgensen Giese. And then Powett comes up with it on the miss. They get it in now to Kahn. Kahn shot up, no good. Thomason reels that one in. Kicks it out to Simbahan, out on the wing. Tries to feed it into Stowe. And bodies all over. And
that foul's on Grace Longo-Dinez.
Grace Longo-Dinez is going to be whistled for her third. And so Stowe to the line. That's the 9th foul, or no, 10th on the Haines. So Stowe will get a pair here. She's 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Just gets quiet. First shot up in, no. Hit the back of the iron, looked like it might fall through and didn't. And popped out, so Stowe will get one more. Again, the Vikings down by 6 with 2:35 to go here, 2:36. Second shot on the way, no good. As Giese tips it out of bounds. Nice hustle over there on the side by Allie Thomason. And Giese just trying to make something happen, tipped it out of bounds, so Petersburg will get another chance. Get it into Simbahan. Simbahan drives into the paint, right to the rack, up and in for 2. Boy, so crafty.
Simbahan drives in for 2.
As they get it up, tipped out of bounds by Thomason, and it will be Glacier Bears ball on the side with 2:24 to go. 4-point lead for the Glacier Bears. This one gonna come right down to the wire. Jorgensen Giese to inbound, gets it in now to Ariel. And Simbahan nearly has a steal and does. Gets it stolen away, gets it out to Stowe. Stowe turns, fires off the window, no good. Rebound down to Thomason. She'll get it out to Simbahan. Put it in the hot hand. Simbahan shot up, no good. Rebound down to Dryden. Glacier Bears gonna push. Dryden can't hang on, and that one sails out of bounds. And they turn it over back to the Lady Vikings with 1:54 to go. Simbahan takes the inbounds pass from Pollock, just hands it right back to her. Pollock now up to Thomason. Into Kahn at the elbow, left side. Now Stowe, popped from 10 feet. Got it! As Adriana Stowe closes the gap to 2 points. As Kennedy Kahn with another assist. Let's take a quick 30-second break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss this one. Welcome back as we got a barn burner shaping up here in the final few minutes. Haines led 11-5 after the first, 23-13 at the half, 31-19 at the end of the third. And Petersburg has rallied back. They're within 2 with 1:38 to go here in the game. Loser is done, and the winner lives on to face off again tomorrow for a chance to go to the state tournament. Grace Longo-Dinez, top of the key now, picked up by Thomason. And Haines just gonna burn the clock. Now to Dryden, left side. Simbahan can challenge, steals it away. Up at the top of the key, Simbahan up off the window, counted for 2. 40-40 with 1:05 to go as Simbahan just got crafty and just picked the pocket of Dryden up top. Took it down and put it up and in for 2. Ariel, top of the key. Momentum clearly on the Vikings' favor. Ariel drives in, loses the handle, and out of bounds. Petersburg with a chance to take the lead with 49.1 to go. It's incredible. All with Inez Larson sitting on the bench. As now Simbahan takes the ball, double team down in the corner, kicks it up top, 30 seconds to go. Powick, now to Simbahan, nearly lost. They come up with it, underneath, shot up, no good. Rebound down into the hands of Longo Dinas as Thomason. And a timeout called by Coach Stanford to save it.
Timeout by the Glacier Bears.
17.9 seconds, and the Glacier Bears are going to get the ball. We're going to keep it right here. This one has just, it didn't look like it was going to be much of a game, and then Petersburg rallied back. I'm going to add it up here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26 points for Khalili Simbahan. 20 of those coming in the second half. And she has just put the team on her back and willed their way back into this game. Haines already been in an overtime game earlier against the Craig Lady Panthers, first game of the tournament. That one ended 41-41 regulation, and then Haines able to pull out a 48-42 win over the Panthers in overtime. So they have been here before, but Petersburg has the momentum late here in the game. Remember, double bonus for both teams, so you could win this one at the foul line. Ariel now, top of the key, drives into the lane, kicks it out. Giese for 3, step back, no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Kahn. And now Simbahan going to drive it up. Right side, three-pointer on the way for the win, no good, and we are going to overtime. Petersburg got a look. Simbahan hoisted it from the three-point line and couldn't get it to fall. Stay tuned, more coming your way in 60 seconds. Welcome back as we are our hearts are beating and things are crazy. Overtime, 4 minutes on the clock, 40-40. And Haines wins the tip. Dryden now for 3, no good. And there to clean it up is Sadie Anderson on the offensive board and the putback for 2. Anderson having a killer game for Haines as she's got 20, half the points. Stowe kicks it up top now to Powick, now to Thomason. Back out to Powick. She'll bounce pass back up to Thomason, now to Kahn. Over to Simbahan on the cut, shot up off the window, in and out, no good, and tipped out of bounds. It'll be Haines' ball. Dino Brock wants a tip out of bounds, but not going to get it. It's going to be Haines' ball. As Grace Long Godinez now brings it up, top of the key. Goes right side to Ariel. Ariel in the paint. Over to Anderson. And a foul going to be whistled against Pollock. Little bump.
That
Maybe her
foul's on
second.
Anya Payak. Second foul for her.
And the double bonus all the way out here is Ariel Godinez Long. 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Make it 5 of 5. She drops that one in.
Ariel sinks the first one of 2.
Second shot on the way. Rolls around. Looked like it might come out, but fell through. And now Pollock going to bring it up. Loses the handle and stolen away by Dryden. Dryden comes down. They get it up now to Grace. 44-40. 2:40 to go here in the overtime. Grace drives right. Cut off. Gets it down to Anderson on the baseline. Turns, fires right over the top of Kahn. And now Haines has jumped out to a quick 6-point lead here in the overtime. Pollock now gets it up to Simbahan and nearly stolen away. Kahn comes up with it. Now Pollock out to Stowe, back to Pollock out on the right wing. And a timeout taken by Coach Dino Brock, not liking what he sees up there, which is understandable. A little bit discombobulated here in the overtime. Quick 60-second break, so we'll take one more. It's 46-40, Haines on top here in the overtime period. Welcome back. Glad you could be with us here on KFSK in Petersburg and KHNS up in Haines. We got a great fight going on here. Simbahan now drives the lane. Shot up, no good. Rebound down into the hands of Dryden. Went through about 3 Petersburg Viking hands, but nobody could get a handle on it. Is now Grace, top of the key. Haines in the driver's seat, can burn the clock here. Doesn't need to do anything. As Anderson now drives in. Might have traveled and got away with it. Ball loose, down on the ground. Grace comes up with it, kicks it out. Dryden drives baseline and loses the ball, and it's going to be off of Simbahan and out of bounds. So it'll be Glacier Bears ball underneath their own basket. Benda now to Trigger. In some trouble, finally gets it into Ariel. Ariel drives into the paint, right to the rack, shot up, no good, but a foul going to be whistled. And that's going to be against Anya Powell.
Anya Powell with the foul, that's
her third
foul.
And Ariel not the one you want to foul here, as she is 6 for 6 from the free throw line. Just been a dagger in the heart of the Petersburg Vikings down the stretch. She went 4 of 4 in the fourth quarter, and now 2 of 2 in the overtime, misses the first one. And here comes Inez Larson with 1:28 to go.